top of the afternoon. Today we are going to be reviewing a 2020 Chevrolet Malibu. This, I believe, is an LT. It has the 1.5 liter engine, putting out about 160 horsepower. Not sure on the aspects of torque. Just doing a quick walk around the car. I've been driving this car for the past 2 weeks, I want to say. So we're gonna do a full in-depth review of the car. Let's go ahead and get inside here. So real quick, do you have keyless entry? You do have remote start, so you hit the horn here twice and then you hold down this button right here and the car will start just like so. So leaving the key fob in my pocket here, has a little button right here. Just press on that, it's going to unlock the door. Coming inside, looking at the trim here, this is cloth material, padded here, hard plastic, aluminum door handles. Apologize, the car's a little dirty. It rained all day yesterday, so we're actually going to go get her cleaned up a little bit in here. So closing that door, then just put your foot on the brake, hit the button right here, and the car will turn on. My radar there. So this car, like I said, I've been driving it for the past 2 weeks. It is a really nice, good, affordable daily in my opinion. Has the automatic headlights here. This right here, you can adjust the brightness of the display when it actually does wanna, I guess since it's during the day right now, it's not gonna work. We do have auto unlocking and as well as locking doors. This drives through, I believe, a 9-speed automatic. When driving, I don't even feel the gears changing at all because the transmission is just that smooth. We have nice cloth padding around here, leather right here, really nice deep center console right here to store items. This does come with the heated seats as well as the dual sync for your climate zones. This one, all cars nowadays, has the automatic auto stop feature, so you can just hit that right there and then you're at C in the instrument cluster. It says auto off. Now we're going to turn it back on. That's been a really nice, good feature. So like I said, I've been driving this car for the past 2 weeks and I've been averaging at least between 29.5 mpg to at least 30. This car is actually rated in the city 29, 36 on the highway, so I am right there on lines as what Chevy is claiming this car. 0 to 60 is going to happen in about 8.9 seconds. This is a daily car. This is not supposed to be a fast car, even though it does have a turbo. It's not meant to be fast. It is front wheel drive, so you definitely notice that when driving this car. It delivers the power very smoothly. You have your traction control button right here. Aside from that, there really is not much more to this car. At night when opening the car, it does have a little illuminated light. I believe LEDs as well down below as well as up top. Looking in the mirror right here, does have a little mirror with the 2 lights right in there. Hard plastic all around here. The wheel is not leather wrapped, but it does feel good in your hands. We do have the cruise control options right here. This car does come automatic with Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto, so it has two ports down here, one for USB-C as well as USB, and then aux cord as well as your cigarette lighter. And we have a guy right here running. So plugging in my phone right now, the car will automatically detect Apple CarPlay. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up here on the dash. This car also does, I forgot to mention, does come with the 4G. Oops, let's go ahead and pause that. This car does come with the 4G LTE, so if you did want to connect to Wi-Fi, you definitely can, as it does come with that feature. Let's go ahead and test out the sound system here real quick. I'll play play a little song. Let's play Moth to a Flame by The Weeknd. Alright, so you can only do 10 seconds for monitoring purposes. So sitting in the seats, it does have heated seats as well. That is a great feature now that it's actually getting a lot colder here in Texas. I know it looks nice and pretty outside, but I mean, it's around 64 right now, but it gets pretty cold at night. Mirror right here. This one is not optioned with the sunroof. I know if you get the higher spec models, you can get them with the sunroof. The seats here, as well as the dash, you know, everything is going to be cloth. All of this hard plastic. Let's go ahead and hop into the back seat here real quick. Let's check out that space. We gotta unlock the door here. Moving my bag over here. So with the seat and the driver's seat position and where I sit, I have a good enough leg space here, even some extra. In regards to my head space, I'm about 5'11", 6 foot on a good day, so I have maybe about like 0.5 inches before my head is hitting the roof. We do have some lights back here. There is no UBS port in the back here, just a cigarette lighter. We do have auto down for the mirrors, not auto up. Let's see, it does have a cup holder here. Everything back here is going to be cloth material. Go ahead and getting out of the car here. Let's go ahead and check that trunk size space. There is a button right here. Looking at the trunk, it's a pretty good size compartment for the trunk. Lifting this up here. Okay, so this car does come with a spare tire, you know. Aside from that, that's gonna be back here. Let's go ahead and close that. Alright. I don't know why this thing keeps on going off, but let's go ahead and take this car for a drive. I actually do need to run and put gas in the car. This car does have a fuel tank of around 11. Tank capacity of, I believe, 11. So gas, with crazy gas prices right now, I put gas, I believe, in this car a few days ago. I spent a good 31, which really is not bad. Just that's only because gas has been going down. But yeah, talking in regards to how this car drives, it drives very, very smooth. Is that a dead squirrel? That is a dead squirrel. RIP, little guy. So yeah, just driving the car right now, the gear change is just seamless. I don't feel the car, it honestly feels like it's a single clutch, which I think I saw something online when doing a little bit of research over this car that I think they did, don't quote me on that, they did offer this car in a single clutch. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I do know the turbo, the 2-liter turbo does come with a 9-speed automatic. But the insulation in this car is really, really good. The only thing that I hear is just the tires. But you know, whenever you're listening to your music, you're not really going to hear the tires much at all. It does a really good job at soaking up the bumps on rough surfaces, and it's just a very nice, you know, I mean, this is a, you know, this is a practical car. I believe these things start off around 22,000, I believe. I've been driving this car for the past 2 weeks. I can't really say that I have any complaints with this car whatsoever. Blind spots, not a problem. It does come automatic with a backup camera that does change directions with the change of the wheel, so I will definitely show that in a second here whenever we pull up to the gas station. But yeah, driving this car, handles really good, brakes work phenomenal. Like I said, it's very well insulated in here. The only thing that you really hear is just the road from the tires, but even then it's really not bad at all. Steering wheel feels good in my hand. Really good visibility out the back as well as the side. This one is not optioned out with the blind spot monitoring detection system, as I know that is a feature that you can get optioned onto this car. We'll kind of give it a little juice up here so you guys can see how it is when it comes to acceleration. It's really nothing special if I'm being honest, but so yeah, has the auto stop and start feature. Hear that turbo spool up if you really listen for her, but yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a daily practical car. It's not meant for speed, just, you know, it's a commuter's car. It can get you from point A to point B. But I really have no complaints about this car. So the driver's side at least comes with the automatic adjustable seat that you can control with the buttons from the top, from the side right here. The passenger side has a little lever right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, to where you can pull the seat forward, back, as well as manual adjustable lumbar and reclinement options right there. That's just to move the seat up and down. So putting the car in reverse here, see, standard with a backup camera. As I turn the wheel, the lines adjust accordingly. Let's go ahead and put some gas in her. So looking at the infotainment system here, you know, like I said, it's going to be your normal standard MyLink Chevy system in here. This is your home screen right here. So I have my Apple CarPlay that it sees on the phone. You have your audio. It has a Bluetooth. You can detect the iPhone since it is using USB-C. If you didn't want to use Apple CarPlay, go to your phone here, search through your phone. Actually, just go ahead and pulls up my my Apple CarPlay in here. Go back to the home. You got the Wi-Fi, so you know you can turn it on or off. It'll tell you the password, things of that nature, settings. You know, nothing too crazy in here that you know you can really do. The car does have the automatic start feature, so you can come in here and you know kind of tell the car whenever you do have that option what you want it to do. So right now it's set to auto rear defrog as well as auto fog, so whenever I you know start the car from a distance, it'll automatically start the AC. You know, it's an automated system, so it'll detect the temperature outside. It'll automatically turn the heat warmers on for me, and then you know once I actually come in the car, turn the car on, I'll have to manually do it myself. It doesn't keep it on. But aside from that, that is basically, these illuminate at night. I'll do a little night video as well so you guys can see what the car looks inside the cabin at night. I will say the only complaint that I have with this car so far is for this to be a 2020, I would expect it to have, so it has the, you know, the bulb blast in regards to the headlights, but I would expect it to be a brighter light that is coming from this car for it to be a 2020. You know, it's still coming out with, I believe it's like a 6K or maybe even less. It might be a 5K in regards to the headlight, the low beam output. I would expect it to be a higher output since this car, you know, it does have LEDs, DRLs, daytime running light LEDs at the bottom. So, you know, I would kind of expect the car to have at least a brighter output, but, you know, that's just personal preference because that's what I'm used to. But, you know, it still has good visibility at night. And like I said, I'll do a little night video as well. But right now I'm going to head to the gas station, put some gas in this car. One other thing I forgot to note, that is a very nice wide body Scat Pack RT. So the controls to change the songs or to change, you know, stations, music, whatever, as well as volume, are behind the steering column here. So right, you know, if this had paddle shifters, because that's what I first thought whenever I got into this car. I thought these buttons behind here were actually for the paddle shifters. Turns out they actually weren't. This car doesn't come with paddle shifters. It's actually the volume up and down on the right hand side of the car here. So the one closer to the bottom is going to control volume down. The one on the up position is going to volume up. And then on this side is going to be to, you know, go back a song backwards or forwards. So I know Dodge, I think the Chrysler cars come with that. And I never saw the point in doing that until I actually started using it myself, and now I've become so used to it. It's actually really convenient, you know, because it frees up the space that it takes on the steering wheel here. So actually is a really nice feature, as I basically almost just ran that red light. Oh, so here's going to be a good example. So this railroad track is pretty bumpy. Car handled it like a champ, you know, soaked up the bumps. But yeah, no, so shout out to you people who, you know, might be watching this video, the Chrysler owners. I now see the convenience in having the buttons behind the steering column, because I always thought that was kind of weird. I was like, I'm so used to it being in the front, you know, you just use your thumb, but no, it's actually really convenient having it on the back here. So gas is actually, this is an undisclosed location. I don't know where you guys are, when you're watching this video, but you know, prices of gas right now are just absolutely ridiculous. But I think, you know, Biden has finally addressed the gas prices, thank God, you know, because being here in Texas, paying over $3 for gas is just it's unheard of, unseen. You know, we as Texans, I reside in Texas. Texans, we are not used to that, you know, to say the least. But right now, I was able to find it for a good price, $276. And the fuel tank is on the right side of this car. So for any of y'all that do not know, when you look at your fuel gauge in here, there's going to be a little arrow that's going to point to either your right or your left, and that's going to indicate where your gas tank is. So that way you never pull up to the gas station wondering, which side is my gas on? So the more you know, the better. So I guess this car actually comes with about a 12-gallon tank. And we've hit some traffic on a Sunday. I swear. It's not that there's a need for traffic, people just can't merge. They don't know how to merge. That's people's problems. So, made it through that traffic. There was no accident. Like I said, people literally just don't know how to merge into lanes. That's really the cause for traffic. At least on certain highways. But yeah, I mean, like I said, even so, with the sun glare right now, I can see perfectly, you know, everything on my little info, my center console here. I can see everything perfectly fine. There is no glare. The way Chevy angled this, you know, I can still see everything perfectly clear. I don't have to worry about the reflection of the sun. I know with the Chevy Camaros, I've seen online or videos of people, way they say people, the way the sun hits the angle and kind of puts a glare on seeing the screen, but I mean, I can see this perfectly fine. So, did the automatic. Those are the DRLs I was referring to. Did the auto start. Do a little nighttime driving. Heated seats are an absolute must. Definitely feel the torque, just, you know, when driving this casually, putting your foot down, you can definitely kind of feel when the turbo kicks in and that torque kind of hits, kind of pushes you back in your seat just ever so slightly. So yeah, guys, that's gonna about do it for this video. Like I said, overall, this is a really good, affordable, you know, daily commuter car. I would highly recommend it if you're interested. You know, definitely go out, test drive one, play with the options. I personally, for me, this one, the 1.5, not a bad engine, not a bad motor. You know, ride quality, feature comforts, everything is great. If I did have the extra money, I probably might opt for the 2-liter, but I have not driven that one yet, so I wouldn't really know the difference, I guess, in regards, aside from power difference, and, you know, maybe a bit different regards in the trims, what the difference would be between the two. But, you know, definitely, like I said, I recommend this, highly recommend this car. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps out a lot. Comment down below what you liked best or what you would like me to do in future upcoming videos, so I can best help you guys in the purchase selection for your next car. As always, remember to keep
up this bottle until it get hollow. Shit, I might sip out this bottle, just drowning my sorrows. Drowning my sorrows, be better tomorrow. Cause these broken dreams is as hard as it gets. My nigga died at only 25. I'm thanking God for letting me see him.